Dear students, in this video you are going to learn about rest and motion. Hope you have learned all these terms in class 9, but to brief and remember one more time, I am going to discuss these terms with you. Rest. What is rest? A body is said to be at rest if its position remains constant with respect to its surrounding or frame of reference. That means if the position of a body does not change with respect to time, then it is said to be at rest. Example, mountains, buildings, etc. Because at any time you see, the position of the mountain and the building will remain in the same position. Motion. A body is said to be in motion if its position is changing with respect to its surroundings or frame of reference. So, whenever the position of a body changes with respect to time, then we can say it is in motion. Example, moving car, buses, trains, cricket ball, etc. All the planets revolving around the sun are also in motion. Molecules of a gas in motion above 0 Kelvin, because when temperature rises, definitely the molecules will move randomly in different directions. Now here, both rest and motion are relative terms. What do you mean by relative? Relative means keep on changing from observer to observer. An object which is at rest can also be in motion simultaneously. That means two people are there, both the people are observing the same object, but for one person it appears to be at rest and for other person it appears to be in motion. Example, the passengers sitting in a moving train are at rest with respect to each other, but they are also in motion at the same time with respect to the objects like trees, buildings, etc. So if you consider the passengers actually with respect to one another, they are at rest. But if you take the frame of reference, that is the ground or a tree or a building, then with respect to them, they are moving because along with train, they are moving. So both rest and motion are relative terms. Now you can see some examples like in a pictorial way. There is an observer who is present on the ground. There is a car. Car is moving with respect to a stationary man because the person is at rest, but the car is moving. Both cars are at rest. Both are at rest with respect to one another. Both the cars are at rest with respect to each other because both are moving with the same velocity. So if you see this example, initially first car is moving with respect to the stationary man, that is in motion, and second car is also in motion with respect to the man. But when both cars are at rest, they are at rest with respect to each other and with respect to the person who is standing on the ground. But when both the cars are moving with same velocity, with respect to man, both the cars are in motion, but with respect to each other, both the cars are at rest. Now you can see here, Earth is revolving around the sun. In the example of motion of a ball and car, man is considered to be at rest, stationary. But the man is standing on the earth and the earth itself moves around the sun as well as rotate about its own axis. Therefore, man is at rest with respect to earth but is rotating and revolving around the sun. That is why rest and motion are relative terms. This is another example. A ship is sailing in the ocean. Man A in the ship is running on the board in the direction opposite to the direction of motion of the ship. Man B in the ship is standing and watching the man A. Analyze the following cases to understand motion and rest. Man A with respect to man B, man A with respect to ship, man B with respect to ship, ship with respect to still water, man A with respect to still water, man B with respect to still water, ocean with respect to the earth, ocean with respect to the sun, earth with respect to the sun, ship with respect to the sun. So we have to find out with respect to what it is motion or in rest. So your imagination should never stop, it should continue. Motion in 1, 2 or 3 dimension. One dimensional motion. The motion of the object is said to be one dimensional if only one of the three coordinates is required to be specified with respect to time. It is also known as rectilinear motion. Rectilinear means moving along a straight line about only one axis. So how many axes we have? X, Y, Z we have. Out of X, Y, Z, if you are taking only one, that comes under one dimension. In such a motion, the object moves in a straight line. Example, a train moving in a straight track, a man walking in a narrow, level road, etc. Two-dimensional motion. The motion of the object is said to be two-dimensional if two of the three coordinates are required to be specified with respect to time. That means here how many coordinates we require? Two coordinates. Either it may be xy, or it may be yz, or it may be zx. In such motion, the object moves in a plane. Plane means two axes will be there. And moving on floor. Floor means you have two axes. One is length and breadth. A billiard ball moving on a billiard table. Even billiard ball will also have a rectangular shape. So it has both length and breadth. So two dimensions is required, etc. Three-dimensional motion. The motion of the object is said to be three-dimensional if all the three coordinates are required to be specified with respect to time. Such motion takes place in space. Example, a flying airplane, bird,